Question for Jaylen. Start with Jared Weiss.
Man, so Brad says you're 100% cleared to go for training camp. Can you just give us an update on how you're feeling?
I'm feeling good. Some days are better than others, according to my wrist, at least. Some days I'm dealing with some swelling and things like that. But even on my bad days, I feel great, and I feel excited, ready to go. I had time off to heal physically, so I'm excited for this year. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to go.
Next question from Sherrod Blakely.
Jaylen, you just touched on you've had time to heal physically, but coming off a season that was very atypical of what you've come to expect here in Boston, how much did that time away where you weren't playing, where you could actually just kind of watch and observe, how much is that going to help you from a perspective standpoint coming into the season?
I think that has a really important factor that needs to be considered. I think that, not to make excuses, but last year was different circumstances for everybody. A lot of people adjusted differently. So being able to have time, this year going into the next season rather than last season where we didn't really have any time, where it was just like basketball for a year straight, was tough. Tough from a mental engagement standpoint, physical standpoint. We had injuries last season, protocols, et cetera. So I'm excited for this year. I think guys are just as excited to start this year, and I think we're ready to roll.
Real quick follow-up, if I may. A lot of players still are just trying to wrestle with whether to get vaccinated or not, and just as it's a personal decision, but it also has an impact on the team on a broader scale as well. How are you approaching that whole process with some of your teammates, being one of the veterans on this team?
I agree. I think it's a personal decision. I have my own thoughts about it, but I respect my teammates' decisions and things like that. And I know everybody has their own opinion about it, but I think it's a personal choice.
Jen?
Jaylen, I have two as well. In reference to the article Mark Spears wrote about just kind of the toll that year straight of basketball took on your body, what were you feeling last season and how different do you feel this year? And then I guess I'll follow up after.
Last year going into the season, we didn't have a lot of recovery time going from the bubble right into the next year. And my body really kind of felt it, especially down the line. I had lingering knee issues. I just didn't have the same, explosiveness that I normally would like to have. So it was a lot for my body. And for the most part, it held up. I think my training staff did a good job. But obviously, I got injured towards the end of the year, which was just an isolated injury like a wrist. It wasn't something like overtime. That kind of happened, but still my body could have felt a lot better. And right now, going into the year, my body feels fantastic. I feel rejuvenated. I feel athletic. I feel fast. I feel dynamic. So I'm ready to go.
And then what is the mentality, the mindset? How different is this season with you and Jayson? I mean, this is your team. We talked to Ime, we talked to Brad. You guys are the pillars of this franchise right now. How do you embody that?
Embrace it. Embrace it. It's going to take a collective effort for sure. And being leaders, just trying to maximize potential out of ourselves, but at the same time doing it with others and spending time, having time off the summer, gave you so much more, space to plan and plot that out. So I'm excited. The mentality is a championship mentality, and we should definitely, just look forward to having fun and playing basketball the right way, and just see where that takes us.
Other side of the front row, Jaylen, is for Jay King.
Jaylen, obviously new coach in Ime Udoka. I know you know him a little bit from the past, but how did you try to get to know him a little better this year? And what have you told him about what you hope from him as a head coach?
Obviously got to play for Ime, the Pop, in the FIBA World Cup, so I got to experience him there. So now coming here, I'm excited. He has my full attention, my full respect. Completely bought in. I'm looking forward to the season, trying to be an extension of him on the court, and trying to win his games and trying to have our experience and his start to his his first year as head coach with the Celtics be a good one. And I think that's the goal. And, we're looking forward to utilizing each other to get the best out of this team and this organization.
Ime said that he thinks you guys want to get coached hard. Is that something that you've communicated with him, and how different would that be?
Coach hard. Yeah, I think hard looks different for some coaches and other coaches. Like getting coached hard from Brad is not like, it's not really getting coached hard. That wasn't his coaching style. So it depends on for sure. But I'm looking forward to it. I keep an open mind. So I'm open to any form of teaching and or learning that exists. So whatever he feels the most comfortable with, I think I'll be able to adapt and gravitate to. Just having an open communication. To be honest, I think that's the most important thing. And I expect to be, in his office a lot, talking to him a lot, trying to get the most out of this group.
Gary Washington.
Hey, Jaylen, last year it seemed like you bit your tongue a lot because you wanted to express yourself about the things that were going on last year, but you couldn't and you wouldn't allow yourself to. What did you learn about last year? How tough was that last year to kind of endure, not only on the court, but off the court, just not being successful? And what can you take from that experience into kind of, as Abby said, this would be you and Jason's team now?
I think that the past is the past. So, of course, you learn from it, but you also put it behind you at the same time and don't let it carry over into your future. I think this is a new team, new head coach. We got new people in the weight room. We got new people we got old people back in the staff. It's just a new look in general for the whole organization. It's more diverse and things like that. So I'm excited and I'm optimistic that, as we continue to change the culture on the court and off the court, that we continue to just get better as individuals. We continue to strive to make Boston proud. And we win some games in the meantime. I think that's what it all comes down to. And I think that we will. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
We'll wrap it up right there. Thank you very much, Jaylen.
All right, thank you, guys. Happy Media Day.